Welcome back, and in this lesson we're going to be writing our first jQuery functionality. So in the previous lesson we showed you how you can bring jQuery into your web project. So you could either link to the CDN or you could download the file. So simply I've linked over to the CDN just over here within my script. So basically that's brought jQuery functionality into my web project. And usually, just as common practice, I usually like to keep my script tags at the bottom. So I'll keep it at the bottom, and I'm also gonna set up all of my HTML. I'll set up my head, and you'll sometimes find that jQuery is placed within the head, and that is also acceptable. But for the most part, usually with the JavaScript libraries, I like to keep them just before I close off the body. Because in fact jQuery is interacting with the DOM, I do want to make sure the web page has loaded, and essentially the DOM is everything that's contained within the page itself. So I'm just moving a few things around here and resetting it there. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a script tag, because jQuery is just JavaScript. And JavaScript, you should have some familiarity with JavaScript. We're going to go over in the next section a quick review of some of the basic functionality of JavaScript. And if you're already familiar with JavaScript, you can skip over that section and jump right into the jQuery. So this is going to be for those of you that aren't that familiar with JavaScript. As well as if you're familiar with CSS, then you should have no problem getting the concept and jumping right into jQuery. So jQuery, as mentioned, it does load with the DOM. And so the DOM is everything that gets created. So if we do something, if we go console directory document, so we did say that it's the document object model. And if you want to take a closer look at what's available within the DOM, we can save that there, and you can see that all of this information is available within the DOM. So this is the document object. There's also the Windows object, and you can see that jQuery itself actually gets loaded into the Windows object. And what this is this gets created from the browser as it reads through all of your source code, and it actually in fact creates the document object. So you can see that there's the body tags, all of the content located within the body tags is located within here. It's got child nodes, so it's got text, H1, text, paragraphs, text, and as you scroll down within the Google interface, it will actually highlight the different sections that correspond with what we're looking at within the DOM. So every element gets built within the DOM, and this is why we have access to all of these elements. And jQuery just gives us a really quick and easy way to access that document object information. So now that we've loaded the DOM, we can start adding in some jQuery. And as mentioned, we do want jQuery to load once the document object has loaded. And that's why with jQuery, we initiate the jQuery functionality waiting for the document object. So jQuery uses the $sign. And basically what the $sign is, it's a short format for when we want to interact with jQuery. It actually has no special meaning in JavaScript, and that's why it's an alias essentially for the jQuery object. So next we do ready. So once the document has loaded, and you can see that this is a special function that gets executed once the DOM executes. That's where we've got document object ready. And this is simply a function. So we've got our function, and we've got to always include those rounded brackets for function. So everything that happens, so this is where the jQuery lives within our document object. So now if I reload the page, we're not going to actually see anything, and you can do simple JavaScript in here if you want. So we could do console log and do jQuery loaded. Save that, refresh it, and basically this will let us know that jQuery has loaded. We can also make sure that the jQuery object is there, so we can do window jQuery. within the jQuery loaded, so we can double check and just make sure that everything has loaded and it's ready to go. So what I want you to do now is open up your editor and load in jQuery, load in the jQuery object, and then console log that out. And if you're not familiar with JavaScript, console log gives us the ability to communicate with our browser console. What we're doing is we're just simply loading, making sure that jQuery is loaded. Go ahead and link to the jQuery CDN or download it on your computer. Set it up within your file. Just create an empty index file. You don't have to necessarily put some content in, but it's good to have that in there if we want to interact with it. So go ahead and load some content in there and then write this statement here. This document ready function console, and then write that out once the document object loads. So go ahead and do that now. So I just make some space here, and there's another way to call jQuery. So this is a shorthand version of calling jQuery. So we just have the function call like this, the rounded brackets, and then where we can place our jQuery code. So these two are going to be the same thing. They're equivalent. This is just a shorthand method of doing the exact same thing as we're doing up here. And so basically what will happen, this function will call once the code is loaded. So you can see that basically we're just simply calling it twice. So go ahead, open up your editor, try it out, bring jQuery, and then just make sure that jQuery is loaded with the window jQuery method within your console. And from now on, we are going to be using the shorthand format. So we are going to be using this format, but occasionally you still will see the longer hand format as well for jQuery. In the next lesson, I'm also going to be showing you some other variances of how we're calling jQuery coming up in the next lesson.